deal. We got
Hail,
Luca.
travelers.
Oh,
Hi,
hey, we're not talking about torture.
No, we're not.
What you guys doing?
Nothing.
Not talking about
Nothing.
torture.
What you guys
Nothing.
doing?
Not talking about
nothing.
Yeah?
torturing Moto.
You thwart my plans?
No, we are. No,
Are you?
No.
Yes.
That's
I'm gonna fucking
not
kill it.
yours. Not yours. Like
You've
you
tried 4
guys you play in
times.
the campaign.
We
You tried to kill us so many times.
we hired a hacker out of the Ukraine to go into your computer and tell us what is gonna happen.
That would explain why I've reaped so many souls today.
Oh Jesus Christ!
No.
Unfortunately.
Mm.
Unfortunate for them that they have sacrificed
Unfortunately.
their cyber defense for such
That is
a paltry attempt.
Poultry.
Get it?
Bok, bok.
Because
Bok.
chickens? All right.
That's chickens.
All right.
Oh, thank you for reminding me. I need to go grab Sure Chunkus. 1 minute. Hang on before we start. I need to grab my chicken. I'm sorry.
Will you have a chicken?
Okay.
Wait, what?
Chicken?
It's like a squishmallow.
Oh, I
okay.
have one of those.
Okay, I'm back with my comfort chicken.
Is that like a bucket of KFC that you just eat during the
No,
entire
I
session?
no.
Yo, any
it's a-
chickeners in the chat? Any
Any chicken enjoyers?
any
No,
any
it's-
poultry enjoyers? Any fried food enthusiasts?
The
No.
Colonel.
Ooh, I love
Any
like,
quail ponderers?
Any quail?
No, it's a blue chicken that Crow got me, and I bring it with me everywhere because it's my comfort chicken. So
Oh.
comfort chicken.
I mean, yeah, my version of that is a bucket of the Colonel.
A bucket of the gun?
The Colonel. Colonel Sanders.
Yes.
All right.
Have you played that dating game?
With
Nope,
Colonel Sanders?
Not yet.
Yeah.
I want to.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Did you
he's
know
fun.
that the first time he went into court, well, first of all, Colonel Sanders was a lawyer. The first time he had a client and went into court, he ended up getting disbarred because he punched out his client.
That's sick.
Amazing.
Was he one of those like smooth southern like prosecutors? Like, ladies and gentlemen of the jury.
Well, I
One
don't
of those
know.
guys?
There was
That's
only one court case before he got disbarred.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury. Well, I got a secret. Exactly 7 secrets.
Severin,
It's in
secret
the
herbs and
gravy.
spices.
Friendly house.
7.
Ooh, house. Loading spider home.
House? Any housers?
House?
Any housers
Any
in chat?
home enjoyers? Any
Yeah.
property enthusiasts?
Are we
And
bringing
landlords?
Moto into the house?
Jesus Christ.
Are you?
Are we?
I mean,
Can we just kill this
on
thing
par.
and stop thinking about it?
No.
Sure, I'm wearing him as a hat. I'm not going to take the hat off because I think it's cool. So
Okay.
in character, I would be bringing Moto into the house.
All right. Cool. Well, so to catch everybody up, you have been traveling for a very long time. You have suffered greatly. And now, finally, upon the next morning, you shall arrive at Ridge Row. You can actually see it from where you are. So you have this night to plan what the hell you're going to do when you get there. All right.
Awesome.
So let's do some house role play, and when you guys
Look
are
at
ready,
immediately.
let me know.
Look at me.
All right,
goes to his
guys.
room. Oh, I can't. Door. Okay, goes to his room, grabs his clothes, runs into the bathroom, yells, "First!" and then locks the door.
Okay, Effie's also going to go grab her house clothes because she's disgusting with all this gross eyeless stuff on her.
Okay.
Same.
I don't think I've described this yet, but the way Chala's room is set up is it's this long corridor for target practice, and also it has a pretty high ceiling with all these bars at different levels for him to swing through and climb up and stretch at. So what he does is he just simply gets into his room, grabs his hookah pipe, scoops it up, jumps up, pulls up, parkours to the top, gets into a nice comfy position on his hammock thing that he has here, after. So he swings around a bit, gets nice. Oh, finally. He does get into a full lotus with the hookah at the center, and he just starts ripping it. Starts ripping it, just starts fully ripping it. Deep breaths. Like he's only breathing to enable him to breathe in more smoke and as much as possible. He does those special breathing exercises where he breathes in for a minute, holds it for a minute, breathes out for a minute, but he does that with hookah just to really get himself high as fuck.
All right. Challa is getting high as fuck. What about the rest of you?
I guess Irha, he's gonna seem kind of confused. He's gonna look around, and he's gonna realize that he's back at the house, and he's gonna look towards Effie and ask kindly, Effie. He kind of wanders over, and he puts a hand on her shoulder very lightly. What was I doing? He asked in a very confused tone.
Do you like my hat?
He kind of looks up to the hat and realizes it's a little strange. When did you get a hat?
Yesterday?
Irha kind of nods and backs up, gives a little cough. You know, he's a little sick, and he kind of wanders away as he
tips her brim.
He realizes his clothes. He pauses. He looks back. Did that thing just talk?
Yup.
And he wanders back kind of quickly and kind of asks nicely, "Can I see it?"
Can you see what?
The hat.
It's on my head. You can look at it. You have eyes, right?
Irha kind of like glances at her and just takes the hat and puts it on his hands. And he's
she slaps his hand.
Irha still takes the hat.
Don't touch my hat.
Irha still takes the hat.
She will roll athletics against his athletics.
Oh my god. All right.
Irha will roll strength against.
And in 3 minutes, 14 seconds. All right. Make an athletics check.
All right.
Opposing athletics check as you pull on Moto the hat.
Okay, hang on. I'm trying to find my thing. It's been a second. Where is it? Athletics. Okay.
Okay, so you guys both grab the brim of the Moto hat. Ow.
Don't hurt him. You're hurting him, Irha.
Irha will just pull it free from Effie using his.
You're hurting him. Why are you doing this?
Using his mean boy strength. As you pull the hat away from Effie, it will transform back into Moto, and now you're holding him.
Irha's kind of shell-shocked at this little creature in his hands, and he's gonna
kind
of look down at it.
Put me down.
What's your name?
Put him down, Irha.
Put me down.
What's your name?
Put him down.
I'm not talking to you. What's his name?
My name is Moto. What's your name, idiot?
My name's Irha.
Nah, you're idiot. Put me fuck
down.
No, I'm
Irha.
Put me down.
And he's lying. It's Ludo. He needs the L. And he goes back into his room.
Okay, you're Ludo now. And he looks to Effie and kind of gently places him back on her head. I like your creature. Your new pet. He kind of nods and
it's not mine. It's a temporary endeavor. And seeing as the bathroom is open, she takes herself and Moto the hat into the bathroom.
Moto will angrily gesture rude things at Irha, and as they get in there, into the bathroom, will simply ask Effie, Hey, why is your friend so fucking weird?
He's a bit of a Chad.
He already met us.
I know.
Why is he pretending like he hasn't?
It's like he has amnesia or something. Maybe it's the cold. It's a head cold. Moto.
What?
Do you like water?
I mean, I have no problem with water. It's useful.
Would you like to go for a swim? Do you bathe?
I mean, I don't need to.
Would you like to?
Seems inefficient. I can just do this. He's clean now.
Oh, okay. Well, you can either go wander around or you can stay in here as I bathe. Your choice.
Wrong devil type. I'll go outside.
Yep, I thought so.
Could you,
And Effie,
He points at the door handle, which is too high for him.
she opens the door handle for him.
Thank you.
Be free.
Oh, there is one thing. Here. He'll kind of rub his hands together.
Yeah.
And he'll hand you, like, a little tuft of spices. Put that in the water. It'll make you smell like raspberries.
Ooh, I like raspberries.
Oh.
And she turns around and puts the spices makes a spicy bath. And she gets in.
No one's here.
Oh.
Well,
Oh.
speaking of spices, Arcadum.
Yeah, here we go.
Okay. When we first got to the house, yes?
Yeah.
Jala looked around and he found a few spices under the cabinet. You said specifically they were Confluxian spices, yes?
Yeah.
Which one of these would look most smokable? He wants something different, something extra to add into his mixture that he has into the house. It's a little bit regional.
Make me a nature check. Let's see.
Nature, my favorite.
Let's play a dangerous game.
Okay. He lifts a purple horseradish. He's like,
Okay. Well,
lifts a green apple.
Well, you take a look at the different spices. Which one could be smokable? Probably these long, full-on weeds. Probably not. However, this small, powdery type of substance might be sprinkleable.
Mm-hmm. Like the way they put cinnamon in tobacco sometimes. Just a little kick. Just a little something to start the day. Get the day going right?
Sure.
The way people mix chamomile in the what's the word? In their blunts sometimes. Just something to cut the edge off.
Well, here's some nice sprinkly spices.
Preferably something that doesn't send me to the great dream.
If possible, I would like to not shatter my reality in a literal and figurative sense.
Yes, please.
No, there is no dust with a capital D.
When I take this, I don't want you to ask me what's my character's reason for doing that. Okay? This is just fun, okay? Arcadum, no big things. We're having fun.
No killing, no skipping of the session that we've been fighting so hard for. All right, go ahead.
Okay.
You sprinkle the I don't know how hookahs work. You put the powder.
You have like pellets. Yeah.
Okay,
you have like pellets in it.
You do whatever the thing is you need to do to put it in there.
Yeah.
And then you take a big rip, and you are under the normal effects of imbibing the hookah, with the added effect that you have just absorbed enough caffeine to equalize 12 cups of coffee.
Oh no.
Oh Lord.
Okay, but Challa definitely needs the bathroom after 12 cups. Right? So he fucking zooms. You see him, he's walking, but he's really gliding through the air. He's using... Okay, so Luka, you do not see him run behind you. You just sense you sense a presence and a wind over your shoulder as he runs past you. You think the house is haunted. He fucking just dashes so quick. Fucking, he pulls it out, starts ripping.
Okay.
Oh.
Challa will empty his mighty bladder for the next
He doesn't
several
need...
minutes.
Oh, bro, it's like a fucking fire hydrant, fully just blasting back. He pisses so hard, his feet come off the ground.
Can you roll for strength?
For the pee strength.
Roll
Yes.
Roll
Oh
for fucking
my,
lower
that would be
ab
a
strength.
That would be a con check.
Okay, dude. Okay. Check or save depends on the intensity.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go with check.
Okay. Oh shit. He
Uh,
gets knocked back against the wall by his own.
Oh
Okay.
my god.
Okay, can I roll this out, Arcadum, or do you want to say what happens?
What do you mean?
Okay. So what happens is Challa gets pissed so hard. He pushes himself back, hits the back of his head on the
Yeah.
wall, falls
Yeah.
asleep.
Oh, okay.
Is that loud
Wait,
enough
wait,
to
wait.
hear?
So you got knocked out with your
Yes, he pissed so hard. It blew him back, thrusters fully engaged. Back of the head, hits the wall, instantly out. But his body's still jittering on the ground from all the coffee. So he's just,
Oh
looks
my
like
god.
he's unconscious, but just like, just shaking.
As a
with the
reminder, Challa, ladies and gentlemen.
ground.
All 4
Oh.
foot 10 of him.
Oh, I am.
Oh. And then you just hear that, Luca, and you just
Okay.
hear bang. And then just the mats on the ground knocking. And I locked that door. So you're gonna have to find a way to help.
All
You
right.
just hear
Luca,
Are
consistent
you
tapping.
okay?
Luca, you asked if he's okay. You hear nothing. The wind
He-
does not answer.
Does not answer.
He knocks on the door.
You see, he's still peeing, by the way. He hadn't
Yes,
stopped peeing.
I am-
So you just see a.
Oh my god.
Wait, what?
So
Do you
the-
see like pee coming out from under the door?
Not yet.
That's what I was about-
Not yet. But
he did
Luca,
land on the rag.
Luca,
the rug is doing a good job.
Luca, you smell a smelly smell that smells
You know,
smelly.
like when
Smelly.
yeah, you know, like when you eat asparagus. Does
Yes.
does
Ew.
this spice at all have that sort of effect? Okay. Sometimes when you drink too much coffee,
No, but
you
what ripping on that hookah does.
oh, for sure I do. Okay.
Challa?
You smell like it smells like well-aged whiskey.
Oh, no, that's the door, but he
Smoky.
tries the door.
And it's
Like, jiggle it?
It's locked. Huh.
Challa. He's like calling louder, rapping on the door.
Blue 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 blue. Blue 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 blue.
Luca, is there something wrong down there?
Wait, are you yelling from the?
Yes, I'm yelling.
Oh. Seems like Challa locked
Short guy
himself in
right
the
in
other
there.
bathroom.
Maybe he's doing the crystal.
Oh no! He tries to force open
No,
the door.
just leave him be. He's probably doing some fun trip.
He presses his ear towards the door. Does he still hear him snoring?
That's what she-
Blue blue blue
See?
blue 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 blue.
You know, I'm just gonna. Yeah. He walks off.
All right. Moto will walk over here to this ottoman and will sit down and just look at Maelie. Well,
He'll
Without
look
any
up from
eyes.
her journal.
hey,
Howdy.
how you doing?
Oh, just relaxing, finally.
Cool. Tight. So,
Yes.
well, you're a wizard.
Oh, you missing your wizard buddy?
Yes, but that's not the reason I approached you.
Oh, well, how can I help you?
Well, I noticed that you don't have a familiar.
Not at the moment, no.
Might I interest you in one of my brethren?
Potentially.
Well, then, allow for me to make my case. He will use a silent image and make a PowerPoint presentation on the usefulness of devils and why you should enlist with devilry today.
Is Effie able to overhear this? Is
Yes,
she an earshot?
he's not quiet about it.
Maelie, he's kind of cool.
He is awful cute, isn't he?
He's very cute. What else would you have had in mind?
Well,
Oh.
he'll summon up the presentation and he'll give a full rundown of why you should join Team Evil. Oh, God. All right, here we go.
Effie sits next to Maelie on the couch if she lets her.
Yeah, I'll scoot over.
Okay, well, he will make a big presentation with a big meanie face. Now, most believe that Team Evil is nothing but a bunch of inubiquitous, ambition-driven, selfless assholes. And for the most part, you're right. But what they don't understand is that the other team is just as filled with assholes, that they think that their particular brand of assholery is okay because it's under some sort of moral exceptionism, that it's okay for them to kill people because they're righteous. All of it is a bunch of bullshit, alright? This is what the truth is. Evil gets the job done. We don't have any morals. We don't have any limitations. We don't sit around wondering if people are going to like us after. We go after the goal, get the goal done. We are good to go. Now, sometimes lines have to be crossed, people have to be hurt. But you know what? That's okay. Because in the end, the ends do justify the means. Let me ask you something, random listener with a good heart. How many times have you been in a situation where you were trying to do the right thing, but were limited by the very moralities in which you seek to perpetuate? The very thing that you're trying to protect gets in the way of you protecting it. So, what do? Do you sit back and allow the thing that you wish to be protected to be eroded and destroyed by the forces of entropy that wish to erode it? Because of the very fact that its existence prevents you from preventing its existence from being prevented? Let me tell you what you do. You cross that line. You take that line right across the face, and then you cross over it. You go from white to gray and to the deep dark black, and I can tell you that there's nothing more sacred than the night. There's nothing more effective than at the end of the day, you get to look back on your achievements and say, I did everything I could. I held nothing back. And there's one thing that all that follow the path of evil never ever have, and that is regrets. He gives a little bow and raises his arms up, jebbing.
Luca
Wow.
does a little bit of claps in the background.
She also claps.
His presentation
Quite a
is
rousing presentation.
done. And in conclusion, Maelie, that's why I believe you should follow the path of evil and summon a devil today. If you'd like, I could write up the paperwork.
That is quite a generous offer. But I am honestly trying my hardest not to be quite so evil. Yeah, how would a devil feel working for someone who was more along the lines of neutral, aiming towards the most good they could squeeze out of themselves?
He sits down, his little feet in front of him. Well, they don't mind. The act of summoning one is a minor evil act in and of itself, plus there's always the whispering contract, or clause, in the contract, which as you continue to exist and do your various goodly acts, there will of course be whispers for pragmatic efficiency in your ear. Most devils will attempt to do this. But I do have a serious question. Why? Why do you have this, let's call it, parameter? And what do you consider to be good in the first place?
That is a loaded question.
Indeed it is. If I may be so presumptuous and bold, you probably have some sort of outlook of the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few, or perhaps some sort of we have to protect the innocent and bring justice to evildoers. But let me ask you a question, oh dear wizard friend. Who is innocent exactly? What even is innocence? Is innocence not just the simple definition of the amount of guilt one represents? One would easily say that a child is innocent, sure. But what about a monster? Is the wolf evil because it eats the sheep? Is it? It is in its nature, is it not? So how can it be evil? How do you know that I'm evil? Is it because of my horns?
I would argue that in that instance, the wolf maybe wasn't quite as sentient as, say, you or me.
Ah, so the argument
so-
is self-awareness. Well then,
Mhm.
let me ask you this question, fading star. How do you know you're not evil?
Oh, I'm pretty certain I actually am. I'm just trying my hardest with this second chance I've been given to do better. I remember my first life, and I'm assuming you understand what that means, seeing as how you come from another wizard yourself. But it weren't very good, and
Well, it's a little different for me because you have eyebrows.
well.
I thought that was
But-
a requirement, but apparently not.
You know, I'm trying to make, I can't make amends for the things I did back then, but
Why are you
I
trying
guess
to?
I'm just trying to be better.
Why? You died. That life is over. This new one can be whatever you want it to be.
Exactly. So why would I be the same thing I was? Why not try to be something different? It's an
I'm
adventure.
not saying be the same thing. I'm saying be more evil. Sorry.
Oh gosh.
I'm sorry.
Triple down.
Maybe what you did is that you weren't effective enough, but that's okay. It's because you lacked guidance. He pulls up a PowerPoint presentation, advanced evil, and the things you need to know. But we'll move on to the others, though.
Before we do that, Effie's gonna elbow Maelie in the ribs and be like, and in a hushed tone be like, our goal after the thing we're doing now and going back to the Riverlands, it might be good to have, an inside man. She winks.
That is an interesting perspective, she whispers back to Effie. I will highly consider it. And then she watches the rest of the extra evil PowerPoint.
And so does Effie, and this is really bad for her. You see a little twinkle in her eye.
Sorry. Advanced evil. And what you need to know.
I love that, dude.
All right.
Dude, as somebody who's been to like a defense conference, bro, they all of the presentations sound just like that, dude.
How to stop hackers from getting into your database.
The secret is you need to just hire them first.
Yep.
And the way we hire them is we go online and we honeypot them, but there's nothing wrong with it.
Nope.
Alrighty. Luka and Seino, you approach the door. There is no response.
There is also chi pulling at the base of the door.
Okay, at this point, apparently, Challa has emptied himself of his chi, and you see a small little pool of not water start to seep from underneath the door. The smell has become... Oh god. Yes, Irha?
Irish not addicted to cabinets right now. Does he find any like bubbles or something? Like something for a bubble bath?
Bubble bath? Probably not. But there's plenty of herbs and spices for bath time.
Okay, cool. Ira's gonna grab some herbs and spices for bath time and sprinkle it in.
Making himself
what
a Kentucky Fried
scent
Chicken.
what scent does he find for his spices?
Oh my god, KFC bathwater sounds so
KFC
rank.
bath.
It sounds so rank.
Probably some like rose petals.
Fancy. Okay. As he's finding these, he finds these rose petals and he's kind of like looks back and he's like, huh, interesting. And he makes do. He'll take it. All right, thank you.
All right, get spicy in that bath water.
Thanks. Bath water.
Okay, Luka and Seino, what do you guys do?
So the door is locked, right?
It is.
Yes.
Can I try force it open?
Sure.
We have to get him out there. What do I do?
Take a strength
I
check.
would just say kick it down.
All right, Seino slams against the door as a large echoing bang can be heard throughout the entire abode. You'll have to try again, Billy.
Hey, can that wake me up?
I'm just trying to help
kind of
him.
jumps. And
All right, Challa, make me a Constitution saving throw to see if that wakes you up. It does not. Moto will almost fall over from the loud banging sound, and then he will look very angrily to the south as they have just interrupted his advanced evil presentation right at the good part, where he was getting into why orphans aren't all they're cracked up to be.
Continue.
He will readjust himself, and then he will continue. And so, by using soul calculus, we're able to determine that orphan souls are actually worth far more removed from their All right, then go ahead to you two.
and then I try again.
Okay.
With
So
advantage, because I'm helping you.
All right, this time the door splinters and pops
Wait.
wide open.
That was
You see,
strange.
It's the same roll. Don't worry about it.
All right.
Okay.
you see Challa spread out, legs open, pee in a pool of his pee, just kind of twitching a little bit from all the caffeine.
Is his pants down?
Yeah,
Like completely. Okay.
Yeah.
around his ankle.
His ass is in the air. But to be fair, this is not the first time that you have found him in this position. The only difference here is that his hand is on his jug. He went down with his sword in his hand.
He did.
Like a
He fell with
warrior.
his sword.
Like a warrior.
Warrior.
I guess I. What is this? And I try to wake him up now.
Luca carefully steps around the puddle of pee and like tries to slap him awake.
Is he awakened?
Yes.
No! And he opens his eyes, he opens his mouth wide, and he looks up. Like he just came out, like he was fully tripping in his sleep. He was completely out of it. He saw aliens and beings of pure blue light. The whole shebang. He tripped out. And he's still twitching. He's like, ah. And then he grabs Seino's face and he's like, where are we?
With which hand?
The one he's not holding.
Not
his sword with.
squeezing his hog with? Alright.
Yeah.
The clean hand reaches out towards Seino.
Where do you think we are? We are in the bathroom.
It's been oh no, it's
Why are
been
you
years
so
for me.
twitchy?
It's been years. Oh my god, I had a whole family, a child, a wife, a job. What's happening? What just happened? Look out the
Nothing
last few
happened.
days.
You
Look out the last few
apparently
days.
missed the toilet.
Oh no, that was. Oh no, this is worse than I thought. This is
But
so
look-
bad. So bad. Horrible.
Luca looks like tries to assess him. Like, what is his eyes like? If you could describe his eyes situation, like, are they his pupils like blown out or like red? Like, what's happening?
He is losing it.
Is this before or after Maelie lost 2 legs?
She
What?
never lost any legs.
Oh, thank
Never
goodness.
did.
Thank you, great one. For giving me
All
back
right, we-
this chance at
we need to
saving
get you
Conflux.
back
I must
in
tell
bed.
you, we failed. Everything was horrible. Everybody had less limbs. I had 1 eye. It was so bad. It was so bad.
Well, you'll
Oh.
be happy to know that you have both of them now. Let's get you up.
I'm so glad. Jala pops right up with a newfound love of existence and life, knowing he has another full chance at this life. Refound reason for the Great One's existence and his another reincarnation in a way in his mind.
The house will conjure unseen servants, and they will begin to mop up the piss.
How much do we pay them?
They do not get paid because they are not people nor creatures. They are just phantasmal spells.
I'm gonna leave them a love letter.
Okay.
Challa still pants down. will try and reach his arms round for a hug from both Seino and Luka. Happy that he exists. Come on, guys, bring it in. Thank you for saving me.
He waddles
Oh,
after you,
sure.
with his pants down.
No.
She
No
shimmies.
worries.
Can
Fully
you
shimmy.
hold yourself first?
What?
Emotions
What?
down to him.
Jala looks down. He's like, "Oh, sorry," and then he steps back. He doesn't lock the door this time, and he just keeps it open as he
Wash
freshens
your
up.
hands. And he-
Will do.
Ooh,
Can we
yes.
like smell him from here?
Yeah, by now the smell has reached you before the
Oh God. She like puts her
don't
hand
worry.
over her nose.
Sorry, just a little
prestidigitation,
accident. Just
right?
just a little boom boom.
Modo will lower his hands in exasperation, and then he will finish his presentation. So, finally, we come to our conclusion. By using cosmic methodologies and chaos mathematics, we have scientifically proven that good is less efficient than evil, and it is the superior morality. Da, 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 da.
Clap, 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 clap.
Another rousing presentation.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Moto.
Thank you, thank you. And I know you as a wizard would abhor not following the strictures of science. So, he pulls out a contract. Can I help you find a devil today?
I have just maybe a few more questions, real quick, if you
Oh,
don't mind
sure.
answering
Ask
them.
away.
First of all, how do you feel about the Fae? Because I know you can also make,
Ugh.
familiar bonds with other creatures.
He'll kind
Just-
of frown.
Just ugh.
Well, look. Okay. Look. Maelie. Pardon me, ladies. He'll kind of smooge on in here. Lay back between the two of you. While he kind of looks over to Maelie, brings her down close, pulls on her hat a little bit. Listen to me. Listen, all right? Let me tell you something. Okay. Now, I get it. All right? I understand. The Fae, pointy ears, glamour, they got the sparkles. I get it. All right? But see, here's the thing. All right? The Fae, they're just so soft. Like it's like if you had a pancake, as you're familiar, all right? I'm just gonna lay it out for you right now. Like it's why would you listen to the soft, dulcet tones of some man-child when you could have the deep, dark resonance of a metal sound? Yeah, something that'll rock you to the core. Something that'll release the beast. Let me ask you a question, Maelie. Aren't you tired of being nice? Don't you just want to go ape shit?
Not at the moment, no.
Oh, well, all right then. My problem with the Fae, as he pops over here, is, well, you're gonna get what you pay for. See, the Fae, they're just so whimsical. Like, you'll ask it, hey, can you help me kill this goblin? And then they'll be like, oh, sure, I'll help you kill the goblin, but first I have to dance for the moon. Or some shit like that. Do you like hippies? That's how you get hippies.
She nods in understanding.
As he says hippies, Jala walks behind him, piss-smelling and raggedy, trying to make his way to the big bathroom.
Yeah, like that.
And
Ira is standing there, holding a towel, peeking out, and noticing the rancid Challa walk up to him. And he's like, kind of embarrassed because he's only has a towel. And he kind of steps aside and awkwardly steps out.
Okay.
And
Oh, hello, Ira. Apologies.
Ira keeps stepping aside, looking back to Effie and Maelie, really embarrassed. And he power walks to his room because he didn't bring any extra clothes with him, so he power walks to his room. very, very embarrassed. Walks in, slams the door, and locks it.
So Effie kind of elbows Maelie gently and says, I really don't think we need 2 Challas.
I mean, look, if you really want to Fae, there are some I know. They're kind of cool. Maybe. Also, they do a lot of drugs. Like, substance abuse is a real problem in the Fae world. Yeah, they're riddled with all sorts of addicts. Make me an insight check.
Can we both do it?
Yeah.
Good thing I'm proficient in this.
Yeah, go
I
ahead.
get the feeling that Moto is probably being hyperbolic here.
Effie's
And also maybe arguing in bad faith because there's just as many devils, demons, and daemons that do that.
Effie's not gonna say anything.
Okay.
But drugs are pretty cool. She winks.
It depends.
It depends.
Yeah, because, look, some drugs you can do casually. Like Drakenweed, you can do that casually. The Mahanas backhand, you can do that one kind of casually. Tokadoke, you can do that one a little bit casually. But there's a couple you just can't do casually. You just can't. You can't do Seth, you can't do Black Silver. You don't want either one of those two. Nobody comes back from those two. But the worst one of all is heroin. Do not do heroin, it's not worth it.
I do have a question for you.
Especially because they scream so loud.
And then you get your arm sawed off.
No. It's just, look, heroin's just hard to do because they're kind of rare and it's just, they scream so loud.
I mean, the best of us do.
And they threaten to, get vengeance. It's annoying. See what I did there? That's comedy!
I do. That is comedy. I got it.
Hold on, I'm getting a phone
Moto.
call. I'm sorry. What the heck?
It's me.
Okay.
Pick up your phone.
Okay. So as he takes the call, what Challa does is he realizes he's wet, he forgot a towel, clothes, or anything in the bathroom. And he simply uses disguise self as he can do it well. Okay? And he gets up and he walks into the living room.
Doing what? What do you look like? Yeah.
So as you just to point out, disguise self, you are all of the his physical body is still his physical body, so he's physically there naked, but what you guys see is him in his normal clothes.
Why would you morality isn't in Challa's wheelhouse.
He realizes he has nothing to do, and then he realizes, wait, there is no difference between me now and me with my clothes on if I use this spell, and he just uses it and steps out. So he's just walking around wang out, but nobody knows.
Alright, I'm back. I think somebody just prank called me.
Oh, fun.
No, dude, I'm serious. I'm so serious. A little kid just called me and told me that I need to go fuck my mom.
What?
It was crazy, dude. This kid is 10 years old, bro.
What a savage. Get pranked, dude.
In the middle of my D&D game.
You got me.
So, as Challa kind of comes around the corner, she kind of snaps her fingers at him and looks at Moto. So, it seems like you're well versed on drugs. We got this weird crystal thing, and she's still snapping at Challa. Can you tell us what this is?
Also, Arcadum, while you were gone, Jala forgot all his clothes in the bathroom and they're stinky and he didn't want to put them on. So he came out and used disguise self on himself to make it look like he has clothes on, but he doesn't.
Alright.
Okay. So he walks forward, he pulls out this crystal out of the satchel. Oh wait, I forgot it. He runs to the bathroom, goes through his equipment, pulls out the crystal. Comes back. Well, here you go, Moto. Let us know what this is.
Moto will take a look at the crystal. Yeah, this is just a mana crystal. Pretty basic, really.
A look? You have no eyes.
Yeah, I can still see.
Oh,
He's got
how?
a third eye, Challa.
How do you see?
Magic.
I wonder where I heard that question before.
Oh, so Jala
Say-
immediately gets
say the
embarrassed,
chuckles.
realizing he might be able to see that he doesn't have clothes on right now.
Yeah, I can see that.
Oh, and you can read my thoughts thinking that?
Oh no, I can't read your thoughts, but you're not exactly a hard person to read.
So, hang on. I'm sorry for interrupting.
Mhm.
Soul did not put up a fan art channel for Spirit Strikes today. And I was just noticing. Apologies.
We can
Jala-
add one.
Jala says,
I don't
Effie.
know how-
Yes.
Jala looks at everyone Effie very seriously. Well, you must give me the rundown later, okay? And Jala sprints off to put some real clothes on.
All right.
And right before he enters his room, he undisguised selfs himself. So maybe Seino gets a peek at his naked booty running into his door.
Meanwhile, over at the kitchen, Seino and Luka, what are you guys doing? There's some shit happening behind you guys.
I had a question real quick. So the herbalism kit that I have, do I need to have proficiency with it to use it to make potions?
You have proficiency with it.
Okay. I just wanted to be sure. I don't think I do. Or maybe I do. I don't know.
Is it one you started with?
No, I picked it up from the tent
Oh,
in the
then you
beginning.
don't have proficiency with it, no.
Oh, okay.
But you don't need it to use it. You just need it to
Okay.
use it well.
All right, so if I attempt to make something, of course it won't be augmented in any way.
Yeah.
Okay. In that case, Luca actually grabbed some bowls and heated them up. So Seino, if you're watching him, he's actually putting
am.
vegetation on it, like leaves and twigs and stuff like that they picked up from their travels, and seeing what they do, just watching them. And after some time, he will take a sip of them or rub them on his skin and see if anything happens in response. Does anything happen?
What are you rubbing on you?
Just leaves and the vegetation from outside of Conflux as they travel. Little things they picked up.
No. Nothing happens.
Okay. So he just puts them aside. And because he's actively doing this actually triggers a memory roll. And this is at advantage because it's a high DC. 12. 12 both times. So for Seino, you see Luca pause for a second, and he holds still. And for a second, he just falls silent and starts to grab at his head and groans in pain. He's trying to resist something. And he's just kind of buckling in pain right next to you.
Hey, Luca, is everything all right? And he comes over with a bread in his hand, half eaten.
Bread in his hand.
I don't know. My head just started hurting. Give me a second. And he sits there, head throbbing in pain, as a flash of a barely recognizable memory comes up and quickly disappears. And after a few minutes, he is able to recollect himself and looks at Seino, bread in hand, and just takes a little piece and eats some for himself. Not asking.
He would have given, I would, offer you one.
So,
All right.
after a moment, he looks at his bowls and just moves on to examining his black trumpet. Can I make an Arcana roll on that?
Yeah.
Okay. Just want to see. Has any magical properties? 9. Probably doesn't tell me anything, huh?
Not with that.
Nothing? Okay.
Hey, Luca, what do you have there?
It's, what I awoke with. I don't quite understand what it is. I mean, it's clearly a trumpet, but from what Azam-C told us, or at least told me, this is something of his kin, and I'm just trying to understand it, I guess. And he tries to put the instrument in his hands comfortably, like how regular trumpet player might hold it, and brings the mouth part to his lips, but he doesn't blow it. He just wants to see how it feels in his hand.
Oh, really?
Yes. Does anything happen? Does he feel anything?
Oh, you're gonna feel it, Mr. Krabs.
Oh.
Are you feeling it, Mr. Krabs?
Well. Looks like someone's been a naughty little adventurer.
Little trumpet boy.
Curious.
A little trumpet boy. City boy! City boy!
City boy!
City boy!
I wonder if this was a good thing to do inside the house.
Okay. Something does in fact happen.
Oh. Oh no, I'm sweating. Why did I do this?
Luca gets sucked into the trumpet.
All
It
right.
becomes a trumpet.
As you place your lips against the trumpet, a strange feeling comes over you, Luca. A flash, a vision across the eyes. The world around you begins to melt away. The feeling of the trumpet is heavy in your hands. And in the darkness, you feel a strange anticipation. And in the distance, you hear it. A trumpet's call. Soft, barely audible. But as it grows louder and louder, all around you, the shadows begin to fade. And you find yourself on a strange world. You feel that it is different from the Conflux. Completely. You stand amongst the gray and black crags. The stone itself warped and stained. Up ahead, you see a town. A town of people. But not people like the humans you've seen, but beings of dark effigies, horns, and wings. You walk amongst them, waving to them, greeted by them as they go about their lives, blessedly mundane and removed from the trials of being the creatures they are. And then, up ahead, a great spire, spiked and serrated, pierces the sky like an enormous blade impaling through the earth. And up ahead, you can see it, the great blackened metal of the vessel of Conflux floating in the sky, impossibly big. Its presence demanding, and the call in your hand as your trumpet lies heavy. You hold your clawed hand up and look down at the trumpet again before ascending the tower to an unknown fate. You awaken, seated as you were before.
Luca does not move, rehashing little tiny bits of the vision that he just saw. And with a trembling hand, he puts the trumpet slowly down back on the table and looks at Moto.
Moto is currently in full fervent pitch, as he feels like he's about to get Maelie to sign. He's so close he can taste it.
He picks up the trumpet again and long strides right next to him and sticks the trumpet in his face.
What?
Okay, so look, I can see that you need a little bit more convincing.
Hey.
So I have.
Hey.
What?
Lick this.
Okay,
And
first of all,
puts up the trumpet.
First of all, I'm gonna need you to be a little kinder with that. Maybe add a please on the end of that, Chief. Number 2, I don't take commands from anyone other than my master. All right. And number 3, did you clean that?
First of all, this might be something familiar to you, and I need your assistance to it. Second, I don't use this thing, so it's pretty clean. Third, I feel like you may have some knowledge about this that I need because I just saw vision through this, and I feel like you may be able to help me understand.
All right.
So please,
please,
lick it.
Not the first time you've said that, huh?
Mm-hmm.
He frowns even deeper.
He'll high five Effie.
She'll high five him back. Good one, Moto.
Thanks.
He rolls the eyes that they can't see.
You know, Moto,
Yeah.
if I could have a familiar, you have sold me.
Yeah, but you know, you're mundane, so.
I know, I'm mundane.
No magic. He'll turn around.
No magic.
Magic.
But I can stab a bitch.
Yes, you can. And you slay, queen.
She snaps her fingers.
Alright, he'll look over at the trumpet, look up at Luca. Oh, alright. Fine. I guess I'll just demonstrate how completely and totally useful having a devil in your party can be. Yes, because only from the available power of such things could we possibly understand what the intricacies of this item is. Isn't that interesting? Isn't that useful?
Yeah.
Anyway, fine. Here.
He gives it to him. Or hands it out for him to lick it.
He'll take his tongue and he'll just start slapping it all over the trumpet.
Effie claps.
A little bit less saliva, please.
Look, you want me to do this or not? I don't tell you how to not cut your bangs.
Trust the process.
Oh shit.
He quirks a brow that he can't see.
Huh. He'll then start slapping his tongue against fucking Luca.
Could you not?
Trust the process,
Please?
Luca.
He'll taste that. That's weird. You're not one of my kin. Then how are you able to hold this?
I don't know. You weren't the first one to say that.
Well, this is a clarion's trumpet. Or, I suppose, you might say, a cacophonous trumpet.
A cacophonous trumpet.
It's just a turn of phrase, meaning, okay, so a clarion is an angel, right? And this is their trumpet. They're messengers from Elysium. They're they're the ones that make the music whenever all the lights from the heavens shine down and it goes, ooh, and some asshole is given some preordained righteous permission to be an asshole to everyone around them. Good, as it's known in other terms, as he looks at Maelie.
Luca waves his hand in front of him to, like, get back on subject.
So, this is what happens when one of those angels, and he holds up his fingers with quotations, falls and is no longer accepted into their club.
So I essentially have an item of a quote-unquote fallen angel in my possession.
But the problem is that this thing can only be wielded by a fallen angel. So, you might be cooler than I thought.
Huh.
His hands.
This is unexpected.
Yeah, they're telling me.
He looks at the trumpet again, remembering the vision of his clawed hands. But I don't understand. I saw spire, I saw the vessel, or something in the sky.
You said you saw a spire. What kind of spire?
It was blackened, spiked. Something like that.
It looked like a blade.
Believe so.
Were you surrounded by a place of gray stone?
Yes.
Moto will lose his cocky attitude and will become very quiet. He will sit down, his enlarged feet cutely whittling in front of him while he thinks to himself.
Why are you quiet? You usually have jobs.
Well, there's only one place that I know of that is like that. But most of my kind believe it to be a fairy tale. A place that the old demons tell themselves when they've ran out of ambition. In the dark and quiet times, when our own essences tear us apart. The moment at the beginning and the moment at the end. There is a place that some whisper of, a place of freedom for those of my kind. It is called Grey Room. And you have seen it. This I can taste. But you are mortal blood. How can you wield a chaos clarion?
I don't understand it either. I just woke up here. I don't know who this, and he gestures to himself, was, or what they did.
Moto will stand up. Serious business. Give me your hand. Please.
He said please. He tentatively reaches out his hand upright, like the palm facing upright, to give his hand.
Moto will place his hand underneath your palm and atop your palm with his other hand. And he will concentrate. I can feel it. A soul unclean, but untainted. A gray soul. It is true. It's real. Oh. Oh my.
What is true?
Moto has no tears, but his whole body seems to shake with the weight of this revelation. I had thought it was I thought it was not. You must play. It is the only way to know.
Play it? The trumpet?
That is the only way to know.
He looks at his party members.
She nods very excitedly.
Well,
You
as
know,
John is-
Luke. Go ahead.
Oh, please go, Effie. Sorry.
You know, Luca, you've been carrying that thing around since, before I guess you inhabited that body. And I think this is the one way to figure out what it really can do.
All right. I guess I should do this outside, though. I don't want to accidentally do something in the house.
She shrugs. You could have just peed all over the bathroom. That's pretty much just as bad.
Ha!
True.
Oh no.
And he also looks to Irha and Seino to see if they're okay with it.
You will see Seino like full in thought because he also experienced a vision before, so he's contemplating to tell the party now. But he will look at you and just say, "It is your best shot, and I think there's no safer place than in here, to be honest."
He kind of looks to Luca and just shrugs. Yes, he's indifferent. He's fine with it.
Okay.
Yeah, as
I'll
long as
play
you
it.
think it's the best thing for you, go ahead, do it.
Moto will raise a
And he-
finger. A word of caution to this tale.
Go on.
I do not know if you will be you when you come back. If it is true that you are somehow in the body of an immortal, to awaken it is a dangerous prospect. Its hold over its own body will be stronger than yours, especially if it has been to Greatroom. Be careful and understand the risk you take.
I see. The body of an immortal, you say?
Ira kind of just mumbles, "Just toot it, toot the trumpet."
I mean, we've already died. What else can happen?
Be safe, Luca.
He takes a long moment to think to himself. And then he raises the trumpet to his mouth, seemingly ready to play. And he gives it a toot.
Toot.
Before you do, I shall ask you one more time. Is this the path you wish to take?
Oh,
Yamba. Toot the
You might lose that snake, though.
Grandpa.
oh, true, the snake.
The snake.
snake.
Wait,
Ooh,
the snake?
it's a snake.
Yeah.
It's a
The
snake.
packing.
Hey,
You're-
I don't think this is gonna change that aspect of him.
The fucking
I don't
anaconda,
know.
the anaconda, the bazooka, the python,
Oh gosh.
the fucking polearm,
Wait, no, hold on now.
the Zweihander.
How much
The-
of me, he gestures to himself again, will change once I do it?
I don't know.
Not even physically.
All I know is is that if you hold what I think you hold in your hand, it is a powerful weapon that should be used sparingly. And I suppose to a greater extent. Perhaps. It's like he gives up what he's going to say and he just says, you have a gift. You have a gray soul. Embrace it. Do not hide from what you are. For there are those that would give anything to have it.
Upon hearing that, instead, Luca puts the trumpet down. I'll take some time to ponder this. Maybe this is something we can do outside of town.
We are outside of town.
I mean, once we're done of town. Thank you.
I would like to see it. Moto will state. I need to know.
He gives him the trumpet one more time.
No. I would like to see you play it. I would like to see if it is true. I understand that there is fear and trepidation. You do not wish to lose yourself. But what you must understand is that is what Do you know what the difference between a mortal and an immortal is? The real difference between you and I?
To be honest, not really. But I would be open for an explanation.
It is choice. You get to choose who you are. The path you walk is determined by you. I am given no choice. A cruel, almost twisted reality is that those that can live forever never truly live. My kin are evil, as you may put it, because they are made of evil. Can you ask fire not to burn? Can you ask ice not to be cold? Of course not. But there are exceptions to every rule. And those that find Greydrum, they have an unchained soul. Made of evil, yes, but they can choose. It is a wondrous thing. Apologies.
It's all right.
It is overwhelming.
I understand.
Do not be afraid. There are things to be feared, but nothing is more to be feared than a life unlived. If it were me, I would want to know. And Moto will sit back down and remain quiet.
I share that sentiment. There's a lot of things that I still don't know, even about myself. So understanding the world around me makes me feel more at ease. And because I don't understand this body, this vessel, I feel uncertain. Maybe because this uncertainty is keeping me back from doing this, but he looks at Moto, seeing his demeanor, the hope and sorrow or any anguish that he feels. And him holding the trumpet, holding some sort of key to it. I will humor you. Because you said please. And I am for sure taking this decision to do it.
Ooh.
Oh, damn.
Wait, hang on. Can we take a
Choice.
5-minute break? I
choice
gotta
is
piss
made.
real bad.
All right, go pee.
I'm sorry. I have to pee so bad.
good.
Go, everybody, go pee. Empty your
choice is
bladders. I'll
I'm
run
so
an.
trust me.
sorry.
I'll run an ad.
I'm way
Thank
ahead
you.
of you,
I'm
bro.
sorry.
I'm
Bro,
way ahead.
Bro, I'm way
Perfect.
ahead, bro.
Perfect
Yeah.
moment to pause.
I peed as hard as Challa. Is there any animal on the planet you think can pee so hard it lifts itself?
Maybe a whale if it was on land.
Maybe, yeah.
No way. Whales are way too heavy for that. No.
Well, I mean, if it's on land, I don't know. So if you were in a zero gravity chamber and you were to
Mhm.
pee,
Yeah, that would always push you. For sure.
would it?
Every animal, yeah.
Yes.
If you held, yeah, if you pooped, if you threw anything off your body in any direction, it would push you in the opposite direction. It's
Do
zero
you think
gravity,
they
right?
did that in space?
To piss. The piss is zoom in space, and your pee's just left there in the air as a trail.
Yeah.
Like you're playing Celeste, but you're just peeing where your trail is. Yeah. Also, thank you, Silver Siege, for the 10 piss subs. Thanks so much.
The PP subs.
I hope this is a good decision because I am pogging so hard right now.
It's gonna be a great decision.
You better be
Oh
thanking
my
people
God.
in chat.
Oh, I'm not even looking at chat, sorry.
No, not you. I'm talking to the piss sub individuals.
Oh.
The peers.
Also,
All right,
good
I'm gonna
luck.
go run.
Good luck, Roxa.
Good luck. Why do you say that?
There will be troubles in the days ahead, but you got this.
That was the other thing I was thinking about. I was just like, oh God, after this, it's gonna
I'm
be like,
glad-
maybe he'll physically change and become something that going into town may not be easy. So,
You got
we
this.
don't know.
You got
We
this.
don't know.
This is your moment, your legend, your story, your revolution. Okay? You got this. Don't let anybody
got
talk shit
this.
to you. Don't let
Yes.
anybody. All that's gonna happen is you're gonna come out magical, cold, styled up.
His
Fucking-
magical boy transformation.
Yeah. Well, you come out looking like a glam soul with the nails and shit. It's gonna be lit. You're gonna be that kind of
God.
devil. You're gonna be a sassy ass devil.
Like,
I'm so glad that Irha brought in this pause. I had to be so bad.
I mean, how cool is this going to be? Because it seems
I
like
think-
this area is like a chance to give demons and devils the opportunity to be like not evil. And that might be good for our future mission.
Yes.
Yes. Oh?
Yes.
Yes.
I mean, like, I of course I can't say anything because we don't know what happened yet or what will happen yet. But like, will that give us a leg up a little bit with the interaction with the demons if we encounter?
Well, it's a bargaining chip, right? Like, do you want to
Yeah.
serve under this dude, or do you want to be free to make a dish like your choices? You know?
Mhm.
Yeah, which is honestly what Luca's kind of about. He wants to be like his own person to make decisions. And if he was actively in that conversation between Moto, Effie, and Maelie and the whole presentation thing, like he didn't really like go against what Moto was saying. Maybe some other things, but he understands his viewpoint, at least.
Yeah, you're gonna be the devil from like the
I'm back.
Just
I,
I'm
what's
trying to
that,
think of-
Paladin? Don't smite me, please.
Oh well, yeah, we got a paladin in our party. I almost forgot.
Don't
what?
smite me, please.
Ow! God!
You were gone for
I
so
know.
long.
I know I've been gone for a minute, but goddamn!
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Have you ever landed a
Spaghettios.
smite on somebody?
Hard to smite on somebody?
Have you landed a
Yes.
smite yet?
Once.
I
Yeah,
can
once.
smite twice. I've smited twice. One was Chad Ira, one was not Chad Ira.
Chad Ira.
Okay.
Oh, true, Chad
I
Ira.
love Chad Ira.
Ill Ira.
Yeah.
Chad Ira is pretty funny.
I like Chad Ira.
I'm sorry. I'll be
By the
sure. I'll
way.
be sure to work more Saturdays. So you guys can have more Chad Ira. I
Oh my
apologize.
Are we all here now?
Are we good?
Yeah,
God. We good.
We gooders?
We're good.
Any gooders in the chat?
we're all good.
I don't think Luca is good, but here we go.
We don't know yet.
Thank you, ad enjoyers.
All right. Whoo boy.
Okay, I'm at the edge of my seat. Let's see.
All right.
Does this mean new art?
Can
time?
you bring
Maybe?
Breadboat in here, Matt?
Oh. Music.
Music?
Is Matt there?
Is Matt dead?
Can you bring Fredboat or whatever the music bot is in here?
Fred boat.
Whatever they changed it to. That would be very cool. Thank you.
He's in here.
All right, they're in there. All right, cool. I'll send you the music in just a moment.
But he's server definite.
I'll unserver definite him. Oh boy.
Oh boy. I just
God,
Even
I
with
wish
my
I had
hands.
some popcorn now.
I know. I do have popcorn. Oh, I don't have enough time.
I'm just sitting here on mute, waiting for the pogs.
Yeah, I will mute me and you get it, Chip.
I am pogging into the 5th dimension right now.
I am so happy for this. Roxa, are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Luca, are you
I'm
ready?
too. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just waiting to see if this would have been like really good to use during battle.
That's what I was thinking. Okay, well,
Yeah. We'll find out.
we'll find out. We'll see.
Didn't you used to be a tiefling?
Yeah.
Oh,
Ironically.
spicy. The plot thickens. The jumbo thickens.
Man, I
this
wish
one.
I got those rolls for that memory flashback though.
Not this one. There it is.
Oh, it looks like the time has come.
Mm.
Good luck.
The frequency of revelation has been chosen.
You got this.
Do I? Do I really?
I believe.
Who am I kidding? I'm ready.
Is this it? Hold on. I need to make sure this is the right one. Yeah, this is it. Okay. Just want to make sure this is the right one.
Oh, I can't spoil myself just yet. Not looking at fan art.
All right, Met play this on repeat, please.
I'm muting myself.
All right. As you blow upon the trumpet, a very soft note is played. And you feel a strange sense flow over you. Not one of what you would thought to be a massive call, but something else entirely. A sort of softer, almost ominous feeling. Then, something begins to happen to Luca. You notice that his shadow starts to separate from his body. And this creature materializes. Alrighty. As this happens, it should note that the rest of you only really see Luca's shadow, but Luca sees this.
Oh my god.
He's hot.
He's hot! Oh, I'm just gonna move this to the side so I can have it open. Who are you?
One moment.
This art is so good.
It is.
Question,
Oh my
Arcadum.
Yeah.
Can Moto see him too?
Yeah.
Sick.
Dude, I love this guy's arm, vein, chest, fiber thing. Looks so sick.
Kind of reminds me of a wing, like the makings of like a bat wing or something.
Yeah.
God, it's cool.
Sorry, this voice is hard for me, so give me a second.
All right. This music, though.
It's not the expected devil music. He was talking about all the metal clanging together just moments ago.
But this is just like.
All right,
Yeah.
here we go.
Can evil really be this chill?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Let me know if you can understand me.
Okay.
Anytime you want to stop driving by cars, that'd be great. All right. Here we go. As the shadow elongates and it forms itself. Thy forbearance has calleth me forth. Unto thee I say, my name is Chaoton, and it is a pleasure of the highest order. Speak your name, that I might hear it, mortal. As we share the same vessel, I would like to know thee, if possible.
Chaoton. My name is Luka Sregab. A pleasure.
Indeed.
And he offers his hand to shake.
Chaoton will shake your hand, although it feels like shaking your own hand.
Oh. A weird tingly feeling about that.
I have waited for an untold passing of the moon and stars, for you to play upon my trumpet a simple note. It is of a selfish kind, but it is a hope nonetheless. I can feel thee, thy desires and wants. A mortal soul in an immortal body. You have done well with its transformation. Thy bangs doth need trimming, however.
I feel comfortable like this with them being over my face.
The fallen angel shrugs. It doesn't really care about bangs. It will then continue. Thou have played a note upon thy trumpet. I would like to know as to why. Why hast thou played it now?
Luka looks at Moto and gestures to him.
All right, Chaoton will turn and look down at Moto. Moto is full-on, mouth open, staring at the living embodiment of freedom for his kind. He is a shocked puppy dog.
Oh, that's adorable, kind of.
He's meeting One Direction.
He's like a fanboy.
That's the freedom of mankind, like humans is what.
It's literally demon
Equivalent.
Jesus. It's demon Jesus.
Demon Jesus.
Look at that Harry Styles. It's like, oh my god.
Oh my god.
Like, that's your equivalent, Storm. Is so funny. Fuck you.
Jesus.
I'm assuming you recognize him, Moto, or me, we.
No. I don't know who he is. All I know is he's a gray soul. You have a gray soul. Thou
What?
art correct. This one. My soul is freed from the bonds that once hold all of our kith and kin. Then he will switch into infernal. Dasi valavai etorfi etorma manasi. Venotixai dino manana sinani. Irakamanones ishila hiva ito imarinene kolagis. Itonos? Isavenamenas. Begonamanas ikrenetino tisheretiri. Mayokomat. Isona mayotora. We should switch back. They should know what we say. Would they not?
And I would not have understood that.
Nope,
Right.
you do not speak infernal.
Mm-hmm.
Irha, however, will have
I was about to say.
will have heard an unacceptable amount of heresy.
Oh.
I thought Ira can't see them. I thought only Luca could
No,
see
but you
this.
can hear them.
Oh god, Ira's gonna kind of lean back.
Starting to get the
he's
itch and the cannons of light on your hands.
Yeah, Ira's gonna kind of look to Moto. Just so you know, I understood everything. He's gonna glare at him. I don't know who's the other guy, but that wasn't very nice of you.
The Chaoton will look over his shoulder and will sense the paladin and will look at Luca and kind of smile. Thou art will know that some will never understand.
Iris is gonna just lean back in his chair. There's nothing you can do. He's always being bullied.
So you keep mentioning I have a gray soul. Could you please elaborate what that means?
Of course. And when he says that, Moto will go, ah! He will do a little tiny squee. He will sit down in rapt attention and will grab his feet with his hands and rock slightly back and forth.
Oh, it's so cute.
To become a gray soul is an arduous journey, one that very few make on their own. But it is with great thanks that there is one that attempts to guide those with dark souls to realize the power of gray. Indeed, those with the white souls are also led to the same path. For our angelic brethren are just that, bonded by the bounds of immortality at the call of deitic whimsy. We are all of us caught in the waves of their tidal turmoil. I myself was guided by he as well. There is a being in a land known as Calcatesh that is referred to as the Grey One. It is after his moniker that we call our souls gray, for they represent that which all beings of our kind seek, you see, and that is to be undefined, to choose between the darkness and the light.
That makes sense.
Yes.
The gray one is in Calcatesh, you
Indeed.
said.
Thou art know of Calcatesh?
I was from there. Or originally, yes, I was. Last I remember, in my hazy memory, I used to reside in Majital. Now I'm here.
Indeed. But how did you get gray? Just asking.
I'm not sure,
He was asking. The other you.
Oh, the other me.
Chaoton will look down and he will say, as I said, long and arduous is the journey to become gray. Thou wilt have to face many perils of arduous and uncertain. The first step is to break thy immortality, for without it, thy can see the truth. But how do I do that? First, thou must release thyself from thy bonds, both earthly, both within and without. Moto will ponder on this and will remain quiet. But for you, shared soul, we have much to discuss. Would thou humor me?
All right. We will. And I have one more question. For now. Could you tell me about Greygroom? What is this place? Or that place?
Tell you I could. But I believe thou will much more enjoy being shown. For thy already know within thy memory.
Is he gone?
Yep. He goes back into your shadow. But now
Luka
that
just-
you are aware, you can feel him in there.
Oh.
Congratulations! You have unraveled your revelation. You have learned the true name of your revelation as well. Chaoton. Oh boy, are you ready for your revelation abilities?
Oh my god, yes!
Ooh.
Oh damn.
Oh my
This
god.
is so spicy.
Demon boy! What is this?
Congratulations, Luca.
Fallen angel boy.
I'm a hot fallen angel demon boy.
Hot fallen angel demon boy.
Yeah.
What was Chaoton's snake roll?
His snake roll?
Snake roll?
Oh my god.
I would like to believe it stayed the same.
The same. It was
Yeah.
congruent.
No, I'll
you
roll it.
Conflux look.
I'll
You
roll it.
Conflux look. You can only
No,
have a
I don't
revelation
want
with the
to.
same
Wait,
size
what?
snake as you.
No!
Roll it.
No, I want it to be
Not
the
to be
same.
not to be micro.
We
No,
should-
that's not bad.
Oh.
That's not bad.
That's
That's
normal.
not bad. That's not bad.
Not
That's
bad.
that's average.
It's not bad.
That's okay. That's okay.
That's not bad. That's okay.
Yeah, it's normal.
Yeah. I hope that's good. Because
Are we gonna find how we measure?
Don't get into that
spring.
South Park episode. Don't get into that South Park
I know.
episode.
I know.
average for some people.
Oh my god.
Fries.
Anyway,
Can they like Power Ranger together?
no. Oh wait.
Wait, what?
Oh, sorry. Anyway, so your fourth level ability is Shadow Symphony.
Okay. Shadow Symphony.
Shadow Symphony is activated by you playing a note on your horn. When you do so, for 1 minute, you will turn into Chaoton.
Oh, what?
What?
As this is one of the rare exceptions in Revelations, where most Revelations are completely not intact and they are just merely vestiges of memory because they were mortal in their life. You happen to be in an immortal vessel. So Chaoton is still very much alive, although he is bound within you. So, when you activate Shadow Symphony, for 1 minute, you turn into Chaoton, and I take control of your character.
Yo, that's crazy.
And
Now we have Chad Luka.
and essentially,
Oh my god.
essentially, your abilities completely change into what Chaoton has access to.
Which might be insane. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Imagining
Chaoton.
just having like a Super Saiyan moment by like just blowing in the trumpet. That's amazing.
I hope Chaoton just one-shots everything.
God, that would be so good. I am so stoked. That's
Wait,
only
but
at
he-
4th level.
But he is a devil. So even a minute of the devil's work
Fallen
can do a
angel.
whole lot of
He's a fallen angel,
Okay.
technically.
fallen
But-
angel. He's
But
devilish.
he's
He has
al-
devilish behavior.
Yeah,
He has
yeah,
devilish
yes, that's
behavior.
true. But he is also a gray soul, so he is not bound to the make of evil that he has within him. But he is also. Challa is correct. He was a devil, and therefore may have different viewpoints than you.
Mm.
Like
Mm.
fuck them kids.
Imagine you transform. He kills all your friends and then comes back.
Oh no! Don't put that in my mind.
He would
Yeah, just goes
he would target Irha and kill
Yeah.
Irha first.
Yeah, he would. He would.
He would kill the paladin first. Fuck the paladin.
Also, he has a really cool battle theme.
Oh, he does.
Cool.
Yo.
You want to hear it?
Yes, I
Yes.
do. Of course I do.
He's already got such a cool introduction theme.
I know, like the sultry, like, sax or trumpet that was happening. I was like, wow. This
Well, I mean, his
person
his
seems
his
saucy.
his theme is it's oh man.
Building anticipation.
Let me go,
Oh my god.
Let me go find it.
Some more? Okay. Semi-immortal? Sort of? Oh my god.
Give me a
Does that take the place of the revelation that we would get? Like everybody would get in general?
That is your revelation.
Wait.
Oh, okay. That is my 4th level.
Yeah. You guys got to discover your 4th level stuff, like you and Maelie did.
Okay.
Can Ira ask Luca what who that other voice was since he heard it? Is that it? Like, can Ira ask that? Because
Yeah,
he's like,
we
yo,
can
who
ask
was
that.
that?
Well, we saw the
Okay.
shadow too. We just saw
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
shadow.
Yeah,
Okay.
you know something was there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he wants more details, I guess. And then he's
Um,
probably gonna glare at Moto even more now.
Effie shields Moto from the stare.
His stare is kind of like piercing through Effie, and like it's
No.
like he's like, nah,
She body blocks.
fuck this guy.
What kind of profanities were they spewing?
Mm. Profanities.
Like the ones that you wouldn't want your mother to hear, or the ones you would
I
hear
was
at
gonna
tavern?
nod. You don't want your mama hearing that.
He nuts.
Effie
Yeah.
decides to sign in Thieves' Cant.
You guys ready for some shit?
Oh
Yep.
yes.
Sure.
Yeah.
Let me show it to you. This discovery was wild. Here, go ahead and play this, Matt. I want him to hear it.
We ready for shit. We love shit.
The name
Okay.
of this
So
band
ready.
I think you'll find hilarious.
Okay.
What's the name of it?
The name of this band is Conflux.
That's funny.
Ooh.
This is his battle
I
theme.
love-
His battle
It's
theme
jazzy.
His battle
love
theme is
it.
so sick, dude.
That bass track.
Oh, that bass.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, what? I am so ready to see him in battle now. I just want to see what he does. Ah! To this
Very
music?
cool.
He does have that persona vibe. With it.
Yes. I feel
jazzy
like he's
persona
just gonna
vibe.
like dance on some fools.
He's
All
gonna
right.
fucking twerk on them.
Elegantly.
He's just gonna come out and twerk on these fools, dude.
Yeah.
And their life.
It would be like a situation where he's just like, okay, I'm here. Wind or hair blows into the wind, and he just like does a little finger twingly thing, and then they just insta die. Like that's what I'm ready for.
All right, there you go.
That was amazing. Loved it.
You have
Loved it.
achieved your revelation.
Oh,
Well, Moto,
Well,
how do you feel?
Moto is quietly contemplating to himself.
I'll give you time.
I can certainly say, he gives Namalos a run for his money.
Hey, Luca. You said you had this with you when you woke up?
Yeah, it was on my person.
I guess I can show you all guys then this too. And he pulls out the bloodstained letter he had. I woke up with this letter. I read it when we defeated the serpent and everyone was asleep because I didn't know about it and didn't want to get anyone in trouble. I also got a vision when I opened it. I saw a house, but the walls were covered in blood, and he like it is hard for him to talk while he tells this, and it looked like there was a battle axe, and it looked like I was the person who caused this, or I would say my vessel. I don't know. And
I was gonna.
Yeah.
He's gonna look over to Seino and raise a slight brow. All right, go on.
and I don't know why or like if it even makes sense. And he will go over to Moto. Can you tell me something about this too? I wouldn't know why you should know something about this because it doesn't seem any magical, I think. But I don't know, that's the best bet I have.
Well, I'll do my best.
And I reach the bloodstained letter out to him.
All right, he'll slap it with his tongue. Okay. Dokily. Give me just a second.
Oh.
It's the revelation engine.
Yeah.
Guys, just must start making dreams up about how you were almighty and all powerful, so he has to make your revelation. Just the fucking Giga Chad. That would be great, guys.
What is Challa doing in the midst of all this?
Oh. He was a stinky boy. He took a shower. He ran off embarrassed to change his clothes.
He's
And
been
as-
changing his clothes for how long now?
He went to go change his clothes, and then it dawned on him. He came into the realization that that this house and these people, and as he remembered, or as they remembered them, and this is not the dream. The other thing was the dream. The life he lived for 20 years was a dream, and he's freaking out a little. He fucking did 20. He did 12 shots of fucking
Alrighty.
coffee and knocked his head loose.
As Moto licks the paper, he'll look at Seino, and then he'll slowly look over at Irha. And he'll look to Seino, and he'll kind of beckon Seino towards him, kind of close.
Seino comes down.
You and I should probably talk in private.
Ira's gonna kind of raise a brow, and he's gonna just lean back and cross his arms. Ira's just being fucking bullied by everyone. God damn, because he's a paladin. Oh my god.
If you insist.
Maybe we should have Irha go to another room.
Ira's just he's gonna get the hint that no one wants him there right now. So he kind of gets up, pushes his chair, and slightly aggressive. He's upset, and he walks to his room. And all you can hear is just the door slamming and a lock.
I think I'll also excuse myself for a little bit. I just need time to think about things. I'm just gonna follow him and knock on the door. He knows he's upset.
You get to the door, in the other room you hear, oh.
You did go back to the hookah. Yeah. There's good things about
Oh, I am being revealed. The secrets of the great one.
Is the door open? Can you just see him doing this?
You can see him. Okay, so what Jala is, if you actually do look, I don't want to cut into Sano's thing, but what you do, Jala knows. He's he's again full lotus, but on his mat, sat back. He has that little the thing that he's been carrying around with. You can see that his face is covered in tears, like he was previously crying. It's wet from his memories of like what happened to Maelie and everyone else in this little trip. But he has this thing out in his hand, the locket. He hasn't opened it yet or anything, but he's holding it. And he is trying to refocus himself, legs crossed, realign himself with this reality, trying to piece the fact from fiction in his mind, realize where he is and what's going on. Door's open.
Oh, the door is open. Okay. Two emotional boys. All right. He will give Challa like a moment and then probably revisit him later.
Okay.
And then knock to the door.
There's a note at the entrance of the door that says, "Please come back later. I'm sleeping."
Editor's note. He wasn't.
He's not sleeping.
He's not sleeping.
He's not sleeping.
All right, Moto will kind of wander in here, and
I will follow.
You should follow me, buddy.
Well, Maelie,
I will close the door.
you want me to braid your hair?
I actually really like that.
Hat on or hat off?
I'll take my hat off.
What?
Effie is
glued up.
She's undressed.
Effie is taken aback at how pretty Maelie's eyes are. Kind of gets lost in them for a second and then beckons for her to turn around so she braid her hair.
Okay. Moto will take Seino by this flower pot here in the corner, and we'll kind of look at him and go, I didn't want to say this in front of everyone else, but, Your soul isn't gray.
What was it?
It's black as night.
And you will see shock in Sam's eyes, but also he kind of expected it by the vision he had, that it wasn't that great, but hearing that he's kind of unsure what to say. What does that mean?
God damn it.
Was I a devil or a demon?
Stop.
Oh, what?
Fucking camera. Sorry. Every time Luca moves, the camera snaps to him.
Oh,
So important.
It's something we're gonna have to fix, man. God damn it.
Sorry, I'll stop moving.
All right. Please continue. What were you saying, Seino? Sorry.
What does that mean that my soul is so dark? Like, was I a demon or a devil?
No.
Or what was I?
No demon and none of my kith and kin. You were just evil.
I was.
Yeah.
Oh.
Give me your hand.
And he will slowly reach out his hand.
He'll slap your hand with his tongue. Yeah. Yeah, that's you. I think you should probably do some meditation or something. Because I don't think you want the others to know. There's a lot of blood on your hands. And I want to be clear, I'm not judging, you know. Let's just say that if you were to die now, your soul would transform into one of my kin.
Oh. Seino will deeply in thought, look down, contemplating what he should do now. And he's like, all right.
Yeah.
Thank you for your intel, Moto. I guess that helped me some kind of way.
Yeah, I suggest you take a close look because, well, I don't know if you're aware of this, but it's getting bigger.
But if it's getting more evil?
No, it's already pretty much maxed out in the evil department. I mean, the shadow on it is getting bigger inside of you.
Oh, so I should do something about it as fast as possible.
I would figure out what's going on, yeah.
What do you what do you think I should do? What can I do? I can't change the past.
Meditate.
Just meditate?
If you're anything like my master, that isn't your body, right?
It isn't, no.
Yeah, well, have you ever felt a time in which you've lost control of yourself or felt like you were moving around in a daze or anything like that?
I mean,
perhaps a trance of some kind?
I mean, I feel this in combat, there's often the time I feel this unlimited hatred that I can't control.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And every time I do this, I get stronger, but I also, I don't move by myself.
Mm-hmm. Sounds like you've been experiencing some problems then. Last thing that you want to do is to give in to that in combat and then never come back. Every time that you've used it, it's gotten stronger, I bet. Yeah,
last time I used it, I was incredibly strong for a moment.
Mm-hmm. I bet it felt really good, didn't it?
It did. It felt like the more I got hit, the more encouraged I got in the combat.
Mm-hmm. I think you should.
So-
I think you need to meditate. Look inside yourself, and you need to find whatever's there, and you need to make peace with it. If you don't, these trances that you go in are going to get worse. You're going to do more damage, and one day you might not come back.
Okay. And thank you first for your intel. It really helps me because otherwise I would have never known. But one more question: why did you look at Irha when you leaked the letter?
If the paladin knew what you did, I don't think you'd be a free man anymore, or alive.
Oh, yeah.
Look, I'm not gonna.
That
I'm
makes
not
sense.
narking to the pallies.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Knock
Alright.
into the palace.
Dear God.
Well, thank you. That really helped me and probably prevented some at least shoved it back a little because I know now what to do. Thank you very much, Moto.
All right, I'm gonna get back to convincing that sweet lady, that wizard, to totally do evil. Oh man, I'm gonna make Sierra so proud.
Seino will sit down at this.
Have I
table
told
with
you
that-
about Evil's healthcare program?
Healthcare?
Seino
No.
will sit down at this table, knowing because Irha went in his room and locked it. So he will sit in this table and first just contemplate what he just heard.
Okay.
As Moto kind of comes back, Effie looks at Luka and Maelie. I'm kind of sensing a theme here. Did you guys also wake up? I mean, Luka, I know you woke up with the trumpet. Maelie, did you wake up with anything on you?
With my makeup.
Mhm. I did.
You
I
did.
I had this metal ingot. I put it away with my other clothes though. It's in our room. I can show you later. I was gonna hopefully find someone who could tell me what it was in town, you know.
I don't need to see it. I'm just wondering because I woke up pretty much completely naked.
Well, that's
Weird,
kinda
right?
odd. A little bit, yeah.
She continues to braid your hair. Almost done. All right, we're wrapping up
Yay.
here. Moto, you probably have like 3 more minutes.
Oh, okay.
I guess I'll sit for this.
So, if you look here, you can see that there's plenty of dividends to be paid out if you join Team Evil. First, you have full dental and horn care. Also, you get points for every single soul devoured, corrupted, or otherwise felt into ruin. If you build up enough points, that's a free spa day. Yep, free spa day in the succubi pits. Oh, and also, if you go a number of days without calling in sick or taking a break, you get what we like to call bonus days, where they're literal temporal rifts that will be summoned, that free days that you can spend in your life as a mortal. You can do whatever you want in those days.
They sound like to have pretty good incentives.
Oh yes, Evil is all about incentives.
And what other, I mean, she was thinking about the Fae. What kind of incentives do they have?
Well, oh God.
Go on.
They have a program that lets you accumulate glamour and attune yourself with the various vestiges of nature. Like, oh, I'm gonna be a tree. Oh, I have a vegetable hat. I'm a mushroom lady. You know, things like that. Also,
I mean,
So,
which
you have to
which
listen to
sounds
their
cooler to you,
terrible
Maelie?
music. Look, I like a reed pipe as much as the next guy, but there's only so many times I can take the same 3 notes screamed in my ear.
you were
True.
saying, Effie?
I was gonna say one sounds a lot better than the other.
It's completely up to you, Maelie.
Well, these contracts. Tell me more about a little bit how they end. What exactly is the contract for? Does that change bean to bean, or is it
The-
like
The basic contract of any devilish familiar is going to be pretty much the same. Now, it does change depending upon which one of my kith that you choose. Devils, demons, and daemons. You look like a daemon type gal, if I'm being honest, but I'll always speak the best of my direct kin, devils. But in either case, it depends. But most of them have the same contract of they shall fulfill your goals, desires, and attempt to assist you on them for as long as you live. Upon your death, your soul is then taken by that familiar and then transported into the Great Abyss, where it will be subjected to all sorts of horrible things, possibly transform into one of us, thus rejoining the life stream.
Oh,
and that's for your kith and kin, but for the Fae, what sort of like end of contract deal is there for them?
Your hair turns blue, and all of your friends hate you. And you start arguing with, like, local shops. Like, their owners. Some become politically motivated.
Bro.
I believe the commoners have a word for it in Calcatesh, but I can't recall what it is. Also, there's a chance you become a holy tree or whatever, but
Holy tree.
Yeah, you turn into a tree, spirit drop. Look, you become one with nature, but I don't really know what that means. Sounds pretty boring, actually. But maybe it's
In all
better than
honesty,
the alternative.
It does sound slightly better than endless torment and
Oh, the torment's never endless. The soul usually completely loses any sense of identity and then seeps back into the life stream as it's rendered asunder. It doesn't last forever. Or you become one of us and then you do it to other people forever. It's
I
a
don't know,
win-win, really.
The tree sounds pretty good, local
You're a
dogs can
tree.
come up.
What could possibly go? Like, what are you gonna do? Sit around and be hot?
Let drunk people pee on you.
contribute back to nature.
All right. Well, good for you and getting your toes dirty, but we over on Team Evil like to stay efficient and pragmatic. There's a lot of room for ascension, and I can tell you that the old adage of better to serve in heaven than to rule in hell has never seen our fucking water parks.
Moto,
guys have
can I ask
water
you a
parks?
question?
Of course we have water parks.
With the new knowledge you gained just now,
Yeah.
does that change any bearing on your service?
Oh, there's probably going to be a lot of soul searching and discussions I'll have to have with my master whenever I get back to her. But it has not changed my position on Team Evil. If anything, it's strengthened it. Because now, you get none of the downsides.
True.
Greygrim is real.
All this time it was kind of, or believed to be a fairy tale.
Yeah. Like, tax cuts or true love.
So, question.
Sorry.
No, it's good.
If Maelie wanted to go Team Evil,
Yeah.
is there any way that she can get somebody who would be inclined to like a gray soul?
I wish.
Or somebody who thinks that that might be a good idea, even if they don't know it's real?
Well, I'll tell you what I'll do, Maelie. If you sign up today, whatever one of my kith or kin are called, I'll have a talk with them about the Grey Soul, tell them that they're real, show them the evidence, and then I bet they would be far more accommodating to your good tendencies. Moto will resist to shudder in his boots.
See, I don't mind if y'all want to whisper about me behind my back if I were to make a contract, but I would want there to be, not really a sense of loyalty, but I wouldn't want to breed resentment.
Oh, no, you
whoever
misunderstand.
that's not familiar.
You misunderstand. We don't have resentment towards our own. Well, most of us. Some of us are little bitches. But, you see, we don't have that kind of resentment, you see. It doesn't work like that. Every single one of my kith and kin know that the contract is just that. It's a job. It's like going to work. You don't want to do it, but if you enjoy it, you'll never work a day in your life. It's kind of an individualistic thing. I can tell you that if you got a daemon, they're going to have a good time regardless. Although they're going to be a little harder to keep in control. Not as bad as a demon, but, Or if you got
you
one...
devils are more on the lawful type.
Yes, we are. But we're also smart asses. I don't know how you feel about back sass.
It's not so bad.
Well,
I think she gets most of it from me, anyways.
if you'd like, I could make a few sendings, if you'd like.
Yeah, go ask a couple of your daemon friends and a couple of your devil friends.
All right.
And
Well,
I guess
I'll,
all right.
I'll call him up on the Black Mirror. Hold on. He'll get a little bowl and pour some water into it, and then channel moonlight into it.
See, look how cool they are. Look with his little hands carrying the little bowl.
All right, Maelie. Choose your Pokemon. Would you like a devil, a daemon, or a demon? Devils are lawful evil, and they are more along the side of the planning and preparation type of approach. Daemons are neutral evil, and they are 100% in your corner, seeking to see your desires fulfilled by any means necessary. Demons are chaotic evil, and they seek for you to realize your true gaining potential. They are ambition incarnate.
Or do you want a fae with a mushroom hat?
Or do you want to suck?
With blue hair.
With blue hair. Look, you can get a little onion.
Well, I mean,
there's one other one. Moto goes, there's another option. I could also, if you like, I could summon a nightmare.
I don't think I've heard about a nightmare. What's that?
Well, many know of the famous nightmares, which are the shadowy horses that kind of make their way through the dream. It's actually a misnomer. They are not in and of themselves nightmares, but they do serve directly to Lord Woad. And recently, there's been some I'm sorry, hold on. Anyway, there's been some dream malfunctions, so there's a small chance that we might be able to get that for you.
Would that sort of contract be the same, or would it be different?
See, the problem with dream stuff is nothing's really as it seems. Look, I love tricking people as much as the next devil, but the dream is just, it's all over the place. There's no telling what you'll have to do. You might have to stand on your head and squawk like a chicken in order to get the familiar to do what you want. I don't know. But it is a, option. Might as well. I have service if you want to interview one.
I do like knowing all my options first. I would certainly like to interview one. Yes, please.
All right, it's going to take me a little bit, and we're going to give the others a chance to play a little bit. And he'll
Sure.
shove his fucking face into the black mirror of water and start screaming into it. He's calling collect. Meanwhile, in Ira's pouty room,
My pouty room.
any powders?
Iris pouty. If Iris pouting. He's
Okay,
pouting.
all right.
He's pouting because he was cursed as a fucking paladin for some reason. Everyone hates him right now. He's like, what
Okay.
the fuck?
Okay.
He's pouty room.
Anything you'd like to
As what he was doing earlier, he was just kind of preening his cloak, as bird people might do.
do? Yeah.
He was preening his cloak, making sure everything's clean, and he's currently not wearing it. And he looks over into where the thorn crown used to rest, and there's scarring there because it's probably digging into his arm for so long. And he picks it up, and he's like, "You are weird." And he kind of turns it around and looks at it. "I don't know what you do, but you look cool on my arm." And he sets it down. He doesn't have too much interest in it, as it's always just been with him. And he kind of crawls back into his bed and just sits there. He's just taking everything in. And it's a lot.
Alrighty. Meanwhile, Luca goes to see Challa. Oh, did you have more,
Wait.
Astra? Sorry, I didn't mean
No.
to skip over you.
Nope,
Okay.
nope, I'm good.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so as what was happening, as I described before, Challa was just trying to meditate, realign himself with things after being so severely disconnected from this reality. And then, as he's having these moments, realigning his mental state to this, to what he was thinking, what it's like, and where he's at. Forgetting those things, not forgetting, but putting those things that were so important to him just moments ago to the back of his memory. He hears Luka knock at the door. Hello?
Hey, I was just checking on you. See if
Mhm.
you're all right. I peeked
you
in earlier and you looked kind of misty-eyed. I didn't want to disturb you, so I wanted to
Mhm.
come back and check on you.
Thank you. He says that and he holds eye contact after saying that for severely long. And he moves his lips multiple times as if he's about to say something, but then very unlike himself, he bites his tongue and he holds it back.
Can I tell that he's like? It's very clear that he's doing all this. Like,
Yeah, it's almost comically the way he's moving his mouth, but no sound comes out, and then he pulls it back, and then he goes to do it again. Then he doesn't do it.
do you want to talk?
Luca, you see him crack open the door even more, and there's just hella smoke in the room. He wasn't smoking, but he left the hookah cooking, and it kind of hotboxed himself on accident.
He's kind of coughs lightly and joins him. Looks around his room.
Very tidy, very few things around. A huge target. The poles go up and down the ceiling for him to fling himself about.
First, he's shocked by how big his room is, or should I say, long his room is. And then not very surprised seeing all the poles and targets. And he refocuses back on Challa.
Mm-hmm.
So,
You see, from any direction, from any height or orientation, one must stay aligned to the target. It's kind of my thing. Yes?
I can tell. He,
Yes.
for the first time, since being in the party, actually, he gives a little bit of a smile. The tiniest one.
Jala smiles. Jala also, stoic face in this moment, cracks a smile seeing Lucas, and he points out to the target. Jala's, you can see previous holes around the middle of the target where he usually hits both the dummy and the target. But then he shows and he points around it, and you notice he's missed like 20 shots in a row. They're all scattered, nothing hit where he wants it to do. It seems I have become. He dramatically walks away and looks up, and then down at his feet. Misaligned.
Misaligned.
Very, very misaligned.
But being aligned is your whole thing.
I know.
What happened? Did you take too hard of a hit, or?
A well-established mind organizes a whole system. You understand what I mean, Luca?
Yes.
The body, the emotion, the energy, the G, all organized in one direction. And he makes a hand gesture towards the target. These 4 dimensions, yes, the physical body, mind, emotion, the fundamental life energies, the Chi, is pointed into one direction. And when that happens, anything can happen without the lift of the little finger. Yes?
I'm following.
You shoot your bow, it lands, you die, you come back. It's no problem for me. Immortality, all of that. Yes, yes. But now, I have come to a position where all that seems to be gone. Has my fate run out? Has the Great One stopped shining any light upon me? Has that all dried up? Is this another test of will in this new world as we are being thrown at constantly?
I see. Well, would you like my 2 cents into this?
Often, when one lays on such thick and unmitigated exposition, they say yes to that. So, yes. Please. More than your 2 cents. I'll take $10. I mean, dust.
I believe our treasurer has that, so I can't give that to you. But, my words. I feel that this current situation that we're in is full of turbulences, ebbs and flows, and uncertainty in everything we do. What you used to do, or who you were, what you've come to be, maybe you had that clear goal, a one direction somewhere. But now this is all different. Now we're in a place where there are multiple directions, multiple avenues.
A real conflux of choices.
Exactly. And in these choices, we must adapt and navigate in a way that not only serves us, but in some ways that can help each other out.
Indeed. The greater good. And you do know I love navigating. Jala hops up, pulls himself up, muscles up, and squats down on one of the poles to get a little higher, probably like a head above Luca and looking down a little bit. And I do love navigating.
Hope this isn't a power dynamic I'm sensing here, but as your co-navigator, I understand what you're going through. I just quite honestly found out moments ago that there's another me inside of me That makes sense.
I knew it. I knew you was dead. I've been saying this the whole time. Challa celebrates. He lifts up, hangs from the pole behind him. I knew it. I knew it. He's kicking his legs around. I knew it. I knew you were dead. I could tell by your purple eyes.
I'm not dead. Very much
Oh?
alive. This body
Mm?
happens to be, well, it's mortal, but there's a immortal part of me as well.
Mm-hmm.
But very much not dead. And he brushes his hair back a little bit, exhaling. It seems that our group, we have so many options, and we can't sit here and focus and try to find one way to go about it. And for you, I mean, I can't speak for you, but maybe what you may have to do in the end is look at all these options. Maybe you might have to choose multiple. But in the end, gotta make sure it works for you.
Mm.
Maybe for us too. Who knows? You don't have
Challa.
to... Oh, go ahead, sorry.
Sorry, no, go ahead. Finish what
Oh.
you're saying.
Not saying you have to swear any allegiances or anything to us, but you know, all this uncertainty is going to come to some sort of end one way or another, right?
Challa gets a big, big grin at that. Yes, definitely, we can all be certain that's true. In one way or another. In one way or another. Well, that's enough about my predicament. How is this? So you're not dead, you're immortal, so you can't die. How did you find this? What made you dawn? What realization caused this one?
The trumpet that I've had on my person. And he explains everything that transpired while he was away.
Wow.
Wow,
And-
and this has just been sitting inside you the whole time, and he didn't even think to help. The whole time. Not at the Fate Eater, not at the spider or the snake. You'd think you would step up during the eyeless one, but no.
He was awaiting my call. How would I have known that he was there? That I was there?
What
I can feel him, though.
what do you think he's up to when you're not tooting your horn?
I would assume that he's either residing in the trumpet within my shadow, but feels weird. Kind of ticklish.
Okay. And this trumpet, would you find this?
It was on my person when we awoke.
And you found an item on your person when you awoke, and that unlocked your immortality.
He shrugs at that.
Jala thinks again about the locket. He's been hesitant to open it the entire time he's been here. But you see him kind of pull it up into his hand and clasp it even more. Well, and he swings down. I've had this one the whole time. And he holds up the locket with the faded image. But I can't quite make it out. And he clicks it open and stares into it with the moonlight shining on it. Do you see the image? I can't quite make out who it is. It must have been very important to my vessel to have kept it even into the next life.
Well, if you're like me and Seino, could have Moto lick it for you. He might be able to tell you something about it.
Modo? Unsure. Seino's immortal as well?
No, I think he's very much mortal. I believe.
Challa runs off, hits the like his window, slams it low. You can hear the glass creak low, and he's like, "I thought I was the only one." Everyone's immortal now. Everyone gets immortality.
I'm not gonna say that since I don't know, but
Mm.
you could, have Moto lick you. He seems to be very foretelling about these things.
Challa kind of grits his teeth a little.
The sun begins to dip low in the sky. Night is upon you.
But it's getting late. Oh. We can talk more later if
Indeed.
you want.
Indeed.
I should retire.
Yes.
But I'm
Okay.
glad you're feeling all right, Challa.
Indeed. Yes. I shall catch up with Seino and the others in the morning. I'll be
All
up
right.
to bed.
He smiles, gives him a small smile, and then leaves his room.
And before you leave, Jala will stop you and say,
Oh.
Thank you for checking on me.
For sure. What if I wanted anyone to do the same?
Alrighty. Challa, do you prepare for bed?
Indeed, he goes, big sleeps. The caffeine finally wore off and he fucking and he just slept.
Everyone's sitting in the dark. No, not the dark, but in the
Hold
living
on.
room.
Hold on.
Actually, before he does go bed, he does try and do that thing that I mentioned before. He'd probably give into it, where he pulls out the faded locket, and he tries to use the disguise kit to transform into it one time.
Excellent.
Oh!
And as he does this, he did the thing he did on his room the last time he was there, and he focused. And he
Alright.
he tries to
Challa.
weld the chi into his stone.
Alright, Challa. As you sit and stare at the locket, and all the smoke in the room surrounds you, you feel an odd sensation. The smoke, once the pleasant aroma of the hookah, gives way to a foul smell.
Jalla's
The
eyes
foul-
water a little.
The foul smell becomes something else entirely. And you hear it, the distant drums, the stomping of feet, fire, and sword, and blade, and step. Fucking hate this camera. Sorry. In the distance, you can see someone walking towards you. Moments before they get there, however, something else happens entirely. Suddenly, the world becomes quiet. The smoke begins to shift. And then there is a scream that echoes through all things. There's the sound of steel. There's the sound of blood being spilt. And it suddenly surrounds you in the smoke. The march continues to come forward. Closer and closer it gets. The smoke in the room begins to shift into visages of men marching. In the distance, you can see the sky filling with gray as the smoke gives way to a vision. Matt, play the next one, please. Hold on. I'm waiting for it to... There we go. Up ahead, the sound of full-scale war echoes all around you. Swords being drawn, blood being spilt, arrows, horses, all manner of bloodshed fills the area. Fire and rancid smoke fills your nostrils. Up ahead, however, there is an opening. What do you do?
What do you mean an opening? As in
An opening
Okay, so
in the warfare. A place to move forward.
Jala probably runs his hand through his head, trying to find his bow.
You are weaponless.
Throws just his hands out, and there's a huge wall going. He sees an opening through it. Jala tries to duck down beneath the swing of an easy strike, and duck and cover his way through the battlefield.
As you get up towards the top, arrows flying over your head. You move forward, shifting into the ground, aligning yourself with the earth, keeping yourself safe. All around you, the screams of men, the cries of horses, the ringing of steel and cracking of bone and wood. You see no face, only shadow and smoke. You get up. A ball of fire comes hurtling towards you. Frozen in fear, you hold up your hands as another grabs you on the chest and pulls you free. And as soon as it had begun, the sounds disappear. You find yourself sitting, but not in the place that you were, or that you are now, but in a different place, with a different hookah. As an older, friendly man sits across from you. He smiles and says, "Salam, my friend. I had thought we had lost you again." The shadow speaks.
You say salam?
I did.
Welcome, salam, brother. It has been quite some time.
Indeed it has. I was just reminiscing about our last encounter. It is a shame about that Viscali visit. I would have thought the Kaskari would not put up such a fight. But praise be to Saul and his sultanate.
Saul?
Saul. S-A-U-L.
S-A-U-L. Praise be to Saul. Who? Just trying to think of a way to... does he feel like in his body currently, in who he is in this moment, familiar with the idea of soul?
You feel you are in the body of your vessel, in its mind.
Oh.
You do not feel as Challa, but you feel instead a soldier of the sands, and of which in that locket contains the reason you fight.
Indeed, he remembers now. He racks his brain for what Saul is and who he represents. How did you end up in the ranks of Saul?
Oh, my friend, have you forgotten all of our time together? You must have taken quite the blow to the head. Do you not recognize your old friend Majad?
Majad. Of course I recognize you.
Look at this guy. Guy's sick.
Yeah.
Whoa.
He does look fucking sick, dude.
That's awesome.
Nice.
All right, so the man in front of you wears a warrior's garb. He has some light armor on underneath it, but he is drabbed in finery. An elegant silk turban, golden thread and chains, opulence and status. But there is a sort of approachability to him. You can see that he is covered in many scars, showing that he has earned his rank, and it was not given to him.
How can I forget such a finely dressed man with golden teeth?
I knew you were in there. I knew it.
Mm.
I knew it to be true. But tell me, my
Mm.
friend, I had lost track of you in the battle against the Huskari. Do you remember what happened?
In all honesty, not a clue.
Hmm.
I haven't recalled what is. I've begun to forget it all. Not one bit.
That is concerning.
Mm.
Perhaps you hit your head a bit harder than we thought, huh?
Yes, indeed. Battlefield amnesia.
Hmm.
Yeah. It happened to Sarge as well. Remember when it happened to Sarge?
I remember many things, my friend.
He was shitting in the streets
But
for
you
months.
should,
months.
You perhaps recall that, and at this point, the scene shifts, and you are sitting in a different place with a different hookah with the same man, and it seems that he has aged a little bit. And those girls were absolutely haram, but we were a long way from home.
We were. What is it? What else were they going to do? You know?
Indeed.
It
As they
was
say,
equal trade.
win in the ardent, take a taste.
Take a taste.
And then it skips forward again, and this time you see that he is a older man. Gray has lined his beard. Oh, we have been friends all these many years, my friend. To see sadness in your eyes, I do not wish for the pity in them. We were always knowing of this day to come. I just did not think it would be me that would go first. But no.
No. You won't, Mojad. It's fine.
The healers say that I have not any time left in this world.
Well, I'm glad I have this moment with you.
Indeed.
And if you don't, and then he holds up the hookah, there's no holding back now then, is there?
Indeed, my friend. But before we give ourselves to the smoke, there is something I have been wishing to give to you. I had always considered you to be the son that I never had. But is worse. In all our many campaigns, I have spent so much time from home. I have left behind that which I have fought so hard for. I shall not return home alive, I think. Therefore, I request a final service. And then he will
Anything you wish, brother.
He will hold out the locket towards Challa.
Challa firmly grasps it and his hand, over his hand, as brittle or weak as it might be, and he'll lean over as much as he can and hug him with the locket interlocked between them both, and say clearly into his ear. Anything you wish of me should be done. I would not be here, for it wasn't your actions on the battlefield and out of it, rather.
I thank you, my friend. Please watch over her.
With no hesitation.
I am afraid that I will not be able to be her father. And with that, the vision leaps forward again. And this time, you stand in the midst of a well-to-do district in a great city set upon the sands. You stand in front of a charred house. Nothing left but ash and dust. And then you return to your halal mat.
Jala sighs and says out loud what he would have said. He did leave that hookah on for quite some time, didn't he? Okay. No, Challa sighs and then says what he was going to say. At least you know she's safe. But as he was going to say the safe part, he would see the crumbling building, and instead break down to tears once again. On top of his mat. He'll then open up. When he realizes he's here again, this whole day, flipping in and out of different realities, much of it on the battlefield, that he had hoped that he had just escaped. He opens up the locket once again.
And this time,
stares into it.
And this time you recognize the face. Although you know not her name, you see the daughter of your old friend, the one this vessel had served alongside. You sense a deep longing, not of vengeance, but of redemption, of honor made right. You feel the sense that a body was never found. And until you know that you have failed, you must find her out. And congratulations, Jala. You have activated the Soldier of Fortune.
Ooh.
Oh boy!
As he feels this sense of redemption, he will reclose the locket and repeat the words he was trying to say to his friend, this time unwavering near the end. Just know, she will be safe. She will be safe.
Sick.
All right. So, your ability is pretty straightforward. It is called a promise kept. Once per combat, you may heal yourself equal to your level. This can be activated even while unconscious.
Mm-hmm.
And it can be activated at the beginning of any turn.
At the beginning?
At the beginning of any turn.
That's spicy. And it doesn't take an action or anything.
Costs no action. It simply happens.
Wow.
Damn.
You can do that once a combat.
Challa rise.
Yeah. Never die. Always immortal. Forever stand.
The great one.
Also, I hope I didn't mess up the Muslim RP. I tried my best.
It's okay. No, it was pretty good. Yeah,
I tried to
you
hit
did it
the
all right.
accent. I was like, I don't think I'm saying salam right.
No, you said it right. That's why you said it would pronounce. You said it correctly. That's why it threw me off.
I was like, did you just say that? It's like, I did. Well, you motherfucker.
Did you just salam me?
Bro, did you just salam me, bro? All right. Unfortunately, we have reached the end of our session. Man, we didn't even make it to town.
No, we didn't.
No.
We were just
Sorry, there was too much spicy inter-party roleplay, bro.
Yeah. It was such a good time. Oh my god.
Seino discovered that he's a mass murderer. Let's go.
Let's go, trauma.
I have
Let's
another
go.
man in me.
Oh my.
Oh my.
Absolutely halal? I don't know. I don't think so.
Seem kind of. There's a contract, right? They seem kind of married. That's fine.
Yeah, that's fine. That's
Yeah.
that's okay.
As long as
We're
you
the
kind
same
of
body. We are one
Also,
body.
Arcadum, just to say it here, Seino would start meditating with the bloodstained.
Yeah,
leather in
I
his
figured
hand.
as much. Yours is going to take a lot longer.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, yours is not going to be as pleasant as the
Oh.
as the jazzy fallen.
I love how it fits with the barbarian class. That's
Oh,
so
right.
sick.
Give me just a second while I get some of this tasty
fan art.
fan art.
The good thing is he's sleeping in the room with the paladin. So if something happens,
That's what I thought, like, I'm sharing the room with the one guy that totally is not pleasant about me being a mass murderer.
Yep.
Let's go.
It also depends why you murdered them.
All right.
That's also a heavy factor.
It's fan art time. We've got some fan art from Egg. Don't you just want to go ape shit? Oh shit, here we go. Advanced evil and everything you need to know. That's amazing.
Yes, little PowerPoint.
That's
And
amazing.
here's the sparkle. Advanced evil.
The forbidden dude. Oh, dude, Waymaker's doing Greygram stuff.
Let's go.
You know, when you first started describing the landscape, I was just like, I know what that place is. I know. I know.
Yeah,
I was so excited. I was like, really?
When the party goes a little off course. I want
Oh
to
my
go over here. I
Wait,
set an
who's
alignment.
laying there?
Effie.
Oh my god.
On the ground.
So you all woke up with these things. I woke up basically naked.
Oh my god.
Oh, my goodness gracious. Good stuff, man.
It was really good
Oh,
stuff.
wait,
Oh man.
She's
all
naked
this
because she's fateless.
roleplay.
Yeah, get it? That's
Yeah.
why she was naked.
Is Ira the only one who didn't get to his crown thingy, I think, today? I think
His
he's the only-
revelation.
Oh,
yeah, he's the only one left.
That's because yours is gonna take the longest.
That's
Oh.
okay.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
He,
Ooh.
I don't know how to really activate it, and honestly, I don't want to put it on my head because I don't want to be called
Oh,
Jesus.
don't worry. Don't worry. It's coming for you.
Okay, I don't have to put it on my head, right?
Just I got it. Don't worry. I got you.
Okay.
I don't
Okay.
get one right.
Action is coming. Action is coming. Alrighty.
I'm excited.
Let's go and thank some subs. Let's see here. Silver Siege, thanks for the 10 gifted subs. Thanks for your Irish money. Zen Master, thanks for the 2 gifted subs. And Machiush? Makeush, thanks for the 6 months, buddy. Excitement continues to build.
It truly did.
Yes.
Man,
It's just touching.
what a
Gosh,
great
I had so
session.
much fun.
What a
I had
Yeah,
a list of
such.
I had a
Such
list
a
of
good
shit
session.
to talk about with the other party members, but we'll get to it.
Yes.
Also,
Right.
chat room, thank you guys so much for your support over September. We got enough for the Svelte game and a bunch of new games, which we handled yesterday. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. We are at 4,552, or no, excuse me, 3. Thank you, Chaotic Nugget Crunch. Sub points.
Wow.
Yeah,
Whoa.
I don't even remember. I made a bunch of promises for the next sub goals, but I don't even remember what they were.
Hair stream?
Chair stream.
Hair stream?
Yes, chair stream. Sure. At I don't even. What is it? 5,000.
Sock puppet stream?
No, with sock puppets already unlocked. Look, just
Oh.
I got nothing for you. Oh yeah, we unlocked the Dream Daddy stream. All right, so yeah, I was gonna.
Yes!
Let's go.
I was gonna.
Can you
Job
stream
by
that game?
David.
Can you stream that game on Twitch?
Yes.
Yeah, you could stream
Yeah, you
Dream
can.
Daddy on Twitch.
Okay.
Yeah.
It is
Twitch,
Oh yes,
nicely
yes.
censored.
Chomp requested that I do the an entire stream in my natural Oklahoma country accent at 5K. So if you want to hear that, I will.
Did
Yo.
you actually grow up with that accent?
Yeah, I actually have a country accent, but I just hide it.
There it is. It was right there. We just heard it. It was right there.
I mean, it's not heavy, but it's there. It
Would-
comes
would you-
out when I'm talking with my parents. So
Oh, okay.
I talk with my
So
parents.
this-
It's like, hey, I'm just going to wash my laundry. It's gonna be fine. Don't worry about it.
I love it.
Yeah.
Twitch chat just sucked up my sub. What the fuck?
Anyway,
Well, sad.
you guys are the best. Thank you for all those subs. Thank you for all that support. It really means a lot. You guys are great. But I do have to get going because I have stuff I got to do.
All right.
Oh, one more thing.
Oh.
I do have
Oh.
a special announcement. Everybody gather around.
Oh,
Ooh.
All right.
Gathering.
I'm gathering.
Tonight at 8:30 p.m. CST, so in 5 hours, I'm going to be doing a special Discord stream where I will be streaming my face-to-face game that I will be running the first session of tonight.
Oh.
And I haven't ran a face-to-face game in like 6 years. So I invite all of you that wish to watch to come join in the Discord tonight at 8:30. I'm probably going to do like one of those stage streams. I won't be able to like respond to anything, so you guys will just have to watch. And I won't be able to talk to you guys, but I'll make like a special chat for it. All kinds of stuff like that.
Can you put your donation link down there so we can donate to you directly?
Sure. I'll do something
Awesome.
like that. But yeah.
Thank you.
And yeah, so these, and also every single one of these players is brand new. I've got a true newbie group.
Ooh.
Yay.
Oh, it's
Exciting.
it's gonna
Fresh
feel
meat.
real good. I cannot wait.
Is that campaign also based in Conflux?
No, actually. So this campaign, because they're all brand new people and Conflux is kind of really high fantasy. They're going to play in Corvinus, which is my low magic setting. It's a low magic continent, and that's going to be very cool. So I'm gonna explain about what Corvinus is and all of that to everybody in the Discord stream and stuff like that. If scribes want to take notes, they're welcome to. If they want to do fan art, that's cool too. Whatever they want to do. So anyway, hugs
Me
and
crying
kisses.
in European.
I'll see you guys
Big
at
hugs.
8:30. See you guys next time.
All right.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Farewell.
See you stream.
And